All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shah. And what I want to do is pretty much respond into a video, that was made by Elder Apostle Rakah, dealing with, how brothers, should grow, into their own, and it was also inspired, all right, by a lesson done by Elder Yasha Wamba, dealing with not letting bitterness, overcome us. And basically when you go into, growing into your own, there's something that as men, that we have to continually do, is grow into our own pretty much, find our own lane, within this ministry, pretty much discover our gifts and tap into it and have the mindset of of being the biggest asset, that we can be, within the ministry. And, the apostle Paul, he had that mind frame because when you go to it real quick, since I said that, let's go to the book of Acts, and we'll come back to that in second Ezra. But when you go to the book of Romans, okay, when you go to the book of Romans, the apostle Paul made a statement, okay. Yep, this is on Romans 11 and 13, and Apostle Paul stated, "For I speak to you Gentiles, which are Israelite foreigners, inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles, I magnify mine office." Okay? And the main point is how the Apostle Paul said he magnified his office. Once he realized what his gift and what his purpose was, he began to magnify his office. Okay? Because you understand, Apostle Paul, he was brought up, okay, under the Pharisees, but he also was a Roman citizen. Okay? So Paul was pretty much like a hybrid at that time because he was able to speak both languages, okay, Greek and Hebrew, okay. He knew about the customs of the Greek. That's why he would go into the different games and different things when he would make, analogies and similitudes, because Paul was like a hybrid. He was built, to simplify, the Hebrew culture, all right, to those Israelite foreigners. Okay, he was built for that. And once he realized what his office was, it said he magnified. Now let's get that word magnify. Okay, because we, have to come into our own and do the same thing. It says, let's get the word magnify in the Greek, and it's um the zazo in the Greek, and all right, it says to impart glory to something, to render it excellent, to make renowned, to render illustrious. And see, Paul did that, you know. Paul did that, man. He made his office renowned. To even to this day, the missions of Apostle Paul, his missionaries, his teaching, his work ethic is something that's still renowned to his day. Once he tapped into, his purpose, and he understood that he had the office, okay, of the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, he magnified his office. And that's what we have to do in the spirit. Once we figure out, what our gifts, that have been bestowed upon us, pretty much we have to magnify that now and really tap into it. Okay? And each brother grow into their own, because we come in, because we're, like I say, we'll come in as newborns, and then we're little children, and we come into the family and we imitate, the apostles and elders and some of the brothers that we watch a lot. Of course, we're going to imitate some of them, man. Okay? Their teaching styles and, different lingo and different things, but then it comes to a point where we grow into our own. Because what's going to make you is you doing your own research. Okay? You doing your own reading and studying. That's what's bringing you into your own life experiences and how you overcome them. Okay, applying the wisdom of the scripture that brings you into your own. That's what brings us into our own, man. We have our own experiences within the ministry, man. That's molding us, man. Okay, we, like I say, we did our own research and studying and getting into different things. Okay, that's making us, man. Because when we came in, we didn't have no experience. We didn't have a lot of wisdom. We had to go off, being a parrot, what we hear. Okay? But then we increase in experience, and then we begin to go and grow into our own, man. When you go to, when you go into 1 Corinthians 12, okay? And I started at 4. 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. It says, now there are diversities of gift, but the same spirit. And there are differences, and there are differences of administration, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operation, but it's the same power which worketh in all. Yeah, so each brother, they have something that they bring to the table. Everybody talk about bringing something to the table. Well, in this spiritual, family, all right, each brother has something that they bring to the table, man. You go from the point where you're not imitating another brother. Okay, yeah, you can learn and get particular things, but we grow into where we're not imitating another brother, okay, but we're coming into our own with our own gift. Whatever our gift is, man. Some brothers got multiple gifts, some brothers, got different gifts, but at the same time, the first step is identifying your gift, man. And it comes through, like I said, you got to do the groundwork, man. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes. When you see brothers coming to their own, that brother is doing a lot of groundwork behind the scenes, man. Okay? You can't build character, just off listening. You got to build character based off applying and doing. Getting experience, man. That's how character is built within this truth. That's how, brothers become unique, okay, and profitable for the body is through getting out there, man. And it says, verse 8, it said, for to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another by faith the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another interpretation of tongue. But all these worketh that one and the self-same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. You see? Because you have brothers that, the Hebrew is more easy for them to tap into the Hebrew. You're going to have brothers, it's more easy for them to go into current events, man. And like I say, we all pick up different things from each other, man, but we all have something that we specialize in, man. Like I know, like, I'm obsessed with, how kingdoms function and run. And that's what I be into, like, war strategies and, those different things. That's what I'm into, man. Okay? Your Howard Shai. That's just what I'm into, man. And all I want to do is tap into that, and constantly grow into my own, as a part of a body. Because we grow into our own, but we're still a part of their body, you know? Like you have different brothers that can go into the herbs and really break things down and break down the body. That's their lot, Because one thing when something is your lot, you're going to excel in it, okay? That's how Yahweh Shema Shai set it up. If something is your lot, you're going to excel in it because you are built just for that. Okay? When you look at different athletes, that's all they could do. What else could you picture LeBron James doing? Okay? what else could you picture? Okay, these guys like Pat Mahomes and them doing. They are built just for that. That's their lot. What else could you picture Kobe doing, man, besides that? Why? And they excel in it because that's their lot on that corruptible carnal level. But just giving an example, that's their lot. Okay? So how much more us in the spirit? Um, let's go from there. Let's get Galatians. Cause there's some things, like I can't go into, the economics like Elder Ariala, you know. I know, some basics about it, but I can't go into it and expound like he can. That's that brother lot to go into those things, man. Him and the elder brother, quiet quorum, that's what they do. Okay. um, this is the book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 4. It says, but let every man prove his own work. Okay. Let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. Yeah, because we all have to hold our own weight in this ministry, man. And that goes also to being off camera. Another thing, we have this wisdom to apply it. We should be ahead. We should be, we got the advantage over everyone, Plus, we have favor from Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. We should have an advantage over everyone, man. Okay? Brothers, not only should they come into their own within the ministry, but even just being the man, brothers should be coming into their own, man. Okay? Brothers should be getting better at managing their finances, man. Managing their, their family affairs, man. Brothers should be getting better at that, man. Okay? All these different things that's going on and, these different networks that we got amongst brothers, we should be taking this wisdom that we're gaining, within the congregation and pretty much we can still use this world and put ourselves in different, positions where we be good, man. You shouldn't have, we shouldn't have, the same money problem for 5, 6, 7 years, man. Okay? We shouldn't have, we shouldn't be running around, just freestyling life, man. It should come to a point we should have some structure and balance to our situation, man. As men, we shouldn't be, brothers shouldn't be a burden on the tides, man. Every week for the last 3 years, you need something, It shouldn't be like that, man. We should be in a point where each brother is building, man. Okay? Because if we can't handle our day-to-day affairs, that affect our spiritual affairs, man. Okay? It'll bleed over. You see, it's a balance to everything, man. It's a balance to everything, and we have to find, that balance, okay, that makes us both, that makes us efficient, in both our day-to-day and our spiritual walk. Okay? Brothers should be coming into their own, man. You see? So let's go from there. Let's get this. And it says, verse 5, it said, for every man shall bear his own burden. Okay? We have to bear our own burdens. We have to hold down the fort. Like when people hear that term, hold down the fort, okay, you have to understand what that terminology is rooted in. Okay? Let's just say the brother Bunyan, okay, is a king over 7 different realms. Well, if he make me a lord, okay, let's just say over the east realm, okay. Well, that each realm has a fort, and with me and that brother, okay, we will have let's say we will feast and we will talk and have counsel, and then before we depart, he would say the king would tell the Lord, hold down the fort. Okay, that means don't let nothing outside invade. Okay, that means that it's my responsibility to hold the fort down. Okay, because if he has to constantly come back and dispatch additional troops, okay, when I have everything I need to hold it down, well, he doesn't need me. If I can't hold down the fort, and that's how it is in the ministry, each brother got to hold down their own fort. Okay? There's gonna be times where, of course, you need help, and even on the flip side, just to bring the balance to it, if brothers need, aid, you know, like Elder Yashawama said, say it immediately, man. Don't let it get crazy, to the points of emergency. It's Tuesday, but you finna get put out Thursday, man, on some things that could have been avoided. Cause you have brothers that just, they never say anything. You have that too. It's a balance. Okay? You don't want to be too proud to ask for help. Then you don't want to be, a crutch, a burden on the ties too, man. It's a balance, man. You see, because each brother, hey, we have enough knowledge and wisdom, and we're around a community of men that have all type of skills where we should be good, man. Each brother can hold the fort down, man, in their own situation. You know? So let's go back. Because at the end of the day, man, everybody should be active in the congregation, man. Men and women doing something. I'm like, even if it's just you're making, you're working on yourself to make yourself as compatible as possible. You should be doing something, man. Because when Yahweh Shai, made this statement in Matthew 12:47, it says, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do, okay, that's action. Whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Okay? The same as my brother, sister, and mother, those that do. You see? And we all should be active, man. It shouldn't be no wasted energy here, man. You should be doing something, man. Okay? Yeah, we gotta ask ourselves, what are we doing? You see? doing something, man. Even if you just sending videos to brothers, you should be doing something, man. Everybody should be active within the ministry, man. That's the family, those that are active. Okay? How about Shema Shai hate slothfulness, man? Now, let's go from there. Cause this ain't a thing of spectators, it's a thing, of doers, man. Now, let's go from there And let's get I want to go. Get that in second Ezra. You know, cause we all, like I say, we have to grow into our own, and we have to hold it down, man. You know, be responsible for holding it down, man. Like, yeah, how Shai got to the point where he had to do what he had to do, man. Nobody could help him. The disciples kept falling asleep. You know, he prayed for another way, got no answer, man. He had to do what had to be done, man. Okay, in our situation, we have to do, you know, what has to be done, and only we can do. There's things that we go through that only we can do. You know, nobody can aid you in it. Nobody can help you in it. We got to do it, man. There's certain, you know, obstacles that we got to overcome. You see, you can get guidance, okay, but it's on us to execute particular things, man. That's just for us, man. You know, you'll be in a situation where the Most High cut off all your resources and make it to where you got to deal with this, man. You know, I've been in this situation, you know, numerous times, man. Most High just get to whacking off lifelines and resources, and it's just you, you know. And then let's get that second Ezra. This second Ezra chapter 7, verse 1. It says, when I had made an end of speaking these words, there were sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before. And he said unto me, up Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell you. And I said, speak on, my power. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place that it might be great and deep. But put the case, all right, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea, okay, and look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad? So that path to greatness is a narrow and straight path, man. You know? And on that path, it's going to require discipline. It's going to require sacrifice, man. It's going to require making adjustments. It's going to require leveling up, man. Okay? It's going to require leveling up, man. This is that straight path. And each brother got to do what they got to do, man. Nobody's going to drag anybody else into the kingdom, man. You know? And when you go into it, it says, there is also another thing. A city is built and set up on a broad field and is full of good things. And that's the kingdom and the perks that come with rulership, man. The entry thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall. And that's the circumstances that we find ourselves in now, man. Okay? That's the circumstances that we find ourselves in now. Okay? And these circumstances are dangerous, and it starts with what? In the mind. Okay? Different things that we got to overcome. Demons. Okay? You got guys that's overcome by street culture. They can't shake street culture. No one can do that for them. If something don't click in them to say, this is some bullshit, ain't nothing, okay, anybody else can do. You know? Jake weak for women. If something don't click in Jake and he don't snap out that shit, ain't nothing nobody else can say. It got to start within you. And that's something else I'm learning. Like, you cannot tell a biological adult, male or female, anything. If it don't click, if a woman don't understand that feminism is some BS, ain't nothing can be said. No video, no precept, no advice, no long talks, none of that gonna help. If it don't click within each individual, if they don't get it and understand it for themselves, there ain't nothing we can do. You see? That's where it starts within us. The kingdom is within us, like Yahushua said, and that's a mind frame. That's a mindset, man. And these little obstacles, these little dangerous places, you know, that these circumstances that we in, okay, something gotta click, okay? When it come to brothers saving money or being, you know, having structure about their situation, something gotta click within them. They gotta get fed up with something. You see? You when you get fed up with being broke, you make adjustments. If you content with it, you know, you just gonna keep going that same path. You gonna complain. You still gonna complain, but you really ain't fed up until you start making changes, man. That's when you know somebody really fed up with something, when they start making changes, man. You ain't gotta tell them nothing. Okay? Somebody want to lose weight, they not gonna need to be motivated. If something click within them, okay, they gonna do, and they gonna move according to what need to be done, man. You see? Yeah, brother, you know, drink too much and all right, different, whatever it might be, man. Until something click within that individual, you know, ain't nothing nobody can say, man. This is Second Ezra 7:7 said the entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be but one man go there at once. One man going at once. Okay? And that means that each individual is gonna have to be upright and walking on their own too. Okay? And we're gonna have to be functioning on our own too to get to the kingdom, man. We're gonna have to make decisions to make sure our circumstances is you know is suitable, all right, for us to make it, man. Because every decision that we make, even in the practical aspect of our life, should be geared towards making it, affording us, and bettering our chances in the truth. You know, everything we do should be based on forwarding our situation in the truth, man. Okay, and that's how we pretty much gotta make decisions is based on what salvation, man. Even in our practical, man. you know, because I say a chaotic lifestyle. Some brothers can function like I know I can't. I need some structure. I don't know if it's that tyrus. I read, you go into the tyrus, how we very industrious and we like the same thing the same way, you know. Like I gotta have structure. I can't, some brothers can maneuver in chaos. I know I can't. And that's another thing. Some brothers might can maneuver. That might be their thing to kind of just be orthodox and kind of, I know what for me, I gotta have structure. I go crazy. You know, I be like to the minute. Sometimes I can go overboard. I had to watch that too, cause I wake up, I had everything planned out by the minute, like time slots. Until I go back to sleep. You know, but that just will work for me. I found that would work for me, and I just roll with it. I'm still finding out new things, man, because it's a thing of constant growth. I ain't got everything figured out to but I just understand, what works for my situation. Now, let's go into this, because it's all about growth, and maturity. Because when you go to, I think there's some rock. Is it 30? Is it 37? Let's see. Yep, this is Ciroc 30. 37 and 27. Okay? It says, my son, prove thy soul and thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Yeah, see, we have to find the balance within ourselves, man. You know, like I say, certain things that work for brothers, don't work, for every brother, man. And once we realize that, we gotta make the adjustments. You see, some brothers can stay up to 2 o'clock, drinking, and go to work the next day and be good, man. Okay, but then you do it, you done ran the forklift, you know, to the gate, goddamn, the house, you carve the house crooked, the whole frame of that, your day be horrible, man. You see? And you gotta understand these things, man. And it's all a thing of growing, man. You know? Some brothers some brothers can deal with Eve. That might be, you don't look down on the brother, that's his preference. If he might can manage that, you gotta know yourself, like that ain't, Eve ain't your option. And there's another thing too. Then you got the diet. Brothers got different diets. Brothers do different things. Brothers go on a screen diet. It's probably water fast. It might not be your cup of tea. You might got a laborious job, man. Okay? You trying to do a water fast like this, brother, but you a brick mason. You trying to go on a water fast, man. And then 10 o'clock, you on your knees. Crawling to the break room, man. You got, your situation different, man. You can't do all that, man. It's all a thing of learning. But the other thing I was saying too, even with the brothers, when it comes to these women, man, everybody done cut off everything to hear this. But when it come, to these women, at the end of the day, it comes to a point where you can't keep blaming Eve for your circumstances, man. Okay? We know what Eve is about for the most part, and this is just speaking of the majority. We know what the woman is about for the most part. Okay? What the hell do you expect from Eve? It get to a point where, you be put so much emphasis on speaking about the woman, which sometimes the spirit be getting on the woman, but we should be to the point now where it ain't just so much emphasis on the woman, man. Okay, because we already know what to expect from Eve. What do you expect? Eve to change overnight? Okay, until Jacob's trouble, you're not gonna get much change from the woman. They pretty much gonna be in that same mind frame until the Most High really shake this thing up. And with that being said, you can't always equate your problems with Eve, but then you steady picking from the same pool of women. Cause I'm gonna say this, you got brothers that never had a decent woman. Yeah, Eve is trash for the most part, but then you gotta look at how you picking women. You can't miss all the signs that this woman telling you that she trash, okay? And then it go horrible. Then see the nigga the woman ain't shit. Well, the apostles been saying that. You be trying to make it work when the signs keep showing that she trash, okay? Trash always show itself and it don't take long. You see, brothers, you gotta start really vetting these women, man. You gotta do this shit like an interview, man. If I'm out there, I'm gonna ask a lot of questions, and I will remember every answer, cause that's how I'm painting a picture. I'm asking questions. She don't know why I'm asking, but I'm painting a picture. And by the time I get through asking questions, I got a picture painted, man, and it's gonna give me what I need to do, yay or nay. It ain't even worth it, man. Okay? So you have brothers that never been with a decent woman because they don't do no filtering. You ain't gonna get the best of the, you ain't gonna get, you know, you know, the ancient world, Sarah, you see? But there are a few little decent women then, cause that mind frame of have you just mad at all women on earth. You see? And it might be something that's decent, but you so mad already, she like, God damn. you know? So even with the women, it come to a point where you can't be the goddamn one, but damn, you ignored all the signs. We supposed to be leveling up. I can tell a sorry motherfucker from the next state. Tell her motherfucker walk. Can't even pick up her feet dragging. Oh, she's sorry as hell. She can't pick up the flip flops. When she walks, sorry as hell. Okay? So brothers, you gotta, you know, filter better, man. And like Elias Woman said, some brothers might just need to take a break. Just time out. A full time out. Okay? And just really build yourself up in the spirit, man. You know? But yeah, just the rant. I just had to rant on it, man, because, you get to the point where, man, goddamn, like that brother, wasn't that Clean Lightning? He'll pop up now and say, yeah, Solomon said he didn't find one good. You like, come on, bro. Calm down, man. Okay? Examine examine your options that you choosing from, man. Okay? Said you gotta level up. You gotta learn how to go without. If a woman ain't to your liking, learn how to go without, man. If something meet your standards, have standards. You can't be out here with no standards. But then you constantly saying eat trash, but you don't have no standards. Okay, that means your filtering system accepts trash, man. But hey, to each his own. Every brother, hey, like I said, I'm just throwing it out there, for any brothers that could use that advice. But hey, at the end of the day, if you like it, I love it. Because it don't affect me none about your decision making with women, So that's pretty much the point. Yeah, she can't pick them flip flops up, goddamn. Keep walking, brother. Let the window back up. you know. See. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. Lord will you brothers and you free sister way edified. Until next time I say Shalom, Kwon Yasha Allah, Abab Abal, DTA soon. Shalom.